played good from the first hole on. Rhythm's good. Hit a lot of good shots. Very smart, very smart decision making as well.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Wow, he got robbed.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
This for par. Did the job right there. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book, because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat. And, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Birdie try again here today. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, looking at this par 5 ninth hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then bottom place of layup between the first 2 bunkers. A nice section of fairway. And it's not going to leave you much in for that third shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way. Wedge and a putt.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Impressive play so far into these heavy winds. You could say he's just been breezing through this round. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. 11 feet away. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot. Bogey at the 10th. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. Green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Excellent line. Popped up on the short grass. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short, so you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway.
Second shot.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Okay, no problem with that one. Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, about 150 yards to that hole location. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
It's a sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Good putt. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Oh my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in.
Hole in one. Draw. الدرايف.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit a 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, that looked good to me. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Good effort, good par putt. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
That's an absolute beauty.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. This will be a birdie if it drops.
Great start.
Jacques Lebeau. Ouais.
Giant putter heads, fat grips. What's happening with putter technology these days, Frank?
One of the things they've done is face balance. That means the putter face doesn't rotate around, especially when it's not hit perfectly. So a putter that doesn't move around as much means it's going to stay squarer. A putter that stays squarer means the ball's going to go on line more.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
How did that not go in?
Frank, let's hope he doesn't make double bogey now.
That's the saddest coming out in you, Rich.
Just a couple of feet.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
beautiful looking shot right here. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Круто.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Oxígeno.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Now the second shot to the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Just a pure strike. Perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Came to the putt excited to make birdie.
Where?
Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in. Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par.
Выхай.
So another good result, playing this one as it should be played, right down the middle, in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Nice,
This is
nice.
a good-looking shot. About 18 feet
Oh,
away
that's
with
a
a
lot of
decent
ball.
look. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Oh,
Makes it right in the center. They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that. Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Getting set now over the putt. And in for birdie. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich. Really did.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Third shot, looking for a good one. seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
دينغ.
Wow, what a birdie.
باقا كتكتب ديك الدينغ في الكلاسيكو ما بقاش. جاتك بحال ميكرومانسير هيدا اسمع.
This one looks right on point.
فهمتي
Birdie try up next.
تعمل سوبر سوبر ميسيون.
Settles in over the putt.
بطل.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
هو قلب طراب pour savoir le super ديالو. chaque fois il change de super. Il fait tous les super de tous les personnages. Des personnages anciens, des personnages dead, Kanzerker, Micromancer.
No, really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Là, il va toujours le faire على حسب شنو واقع فهمت. Qu'est-ce qui t'entoure et tout. Si c'est quelque chose qui va t'aider pour la santé, si c'est quelque chose qui va te faire t'attaquer, quelque chose pour tuer les gens rapidement, فهمت. ديما il va lire le. Voilà. Ça dépend de la situation que tu es. Il analyse tout, il analyse tout, il fait.
Those are good numbers right there. 3-2-0, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Only 120 yards away, but this is the kind of shot that you could airmail because the wind is at his back. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like.
No,
just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? He didn't go past him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll never know. In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Duplication. أنا بعد لي زعما هادو ما في عندك ما تدوبليكيش.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up.
Oh,
That was not a very good read right there.
Not good.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. And he has it for birdie.
Super.
Oh, I liked that.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Well, we've got about 135 yards left.
Safely on deck.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
As this putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. This could be a good one. Frank is knocking them down and picking them up.
Oh, it's just taking pins out, one after the other.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Super.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
It's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
وي
قلت لها غلطة.
لا كانت واحد كينقزو كاع صافي خلصت صافي هنا activity.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Wouldn't say he's ecstatic, but not unhappy either.
At 24 feet, there'll be a lot of players much further away than that on this hole.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good, line looked good, just did not take that final break. Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
Oui, tu peux rejeter داكشي. دابا غنعمل لها في شي حاجة اللي غادي تشوف. لا celle de droite, celle du milieu. Une est plus défensive, une aide beaucoup ton équipe et l'autre c'est attaquant après là, je travaille.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. 105 yards. Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Could use this one. This is for par. No damage done. Made the par. Par 4 second hole. A little bit longer than the first. This one at 442 yards.
Yeah, they've added a new tee, changed the bunkering down the right side. Still a semi-blind tee shot. A hole that bends softly to the left side. The bunkering around this green has changed. Still, it requires a very precise tee shot.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one. And with that birdie, tied at the top.
Now on to the third. First par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. Used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hole if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed. Now, this game is all about variables, right? Rich, if you head into a bad lie, it completely changes the nature of the next shot. When the ball sits up like that, it is just liberty of choice now.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. This from about 10 feet. Frank, this is some sensational stuff here.
Eagle to tie.
Now let's go down to the action at the 4th. A couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of a tournament, Rich.
Perfect.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough. Safely on deck. I mean, this skill and that was sublime.
Just good hands coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, well, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
How about that? Every green in regulation. Excellent ball striking today. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Oh.
Finishing out the front side now at the 9th. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4?
Nice way to finish the front 9, Rich. Very thin green, protected by that little splash bunker in the front. Iron players get a real advantage here. One bunker down the right side to be aware of off the tee, though. I doubt anybody could carry that.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. You know, I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
Yeah.
This is about 125 yards. That might be a fat 8-iron for me. Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the bailout side, and your problems are just starting. In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Sometimes you get breaks, and you got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of the screen. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. A good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12. Oh, this is right at it.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Eyeing this putt for a birdie.
Great too.
Beautiful. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone, now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side, they certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Second shot.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Just a tap in to finish the hole. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Under on the deck.
هذا 11 ايوه
Par 4 14th, Frank. It seems as though you'd be pretty happy with the par.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snag either, because the ball more often than not will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Oh yeah. داك السنيكر صغيرين نقصوا واحد. يعطيني شوية.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, hole shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Oh yeah, Santo.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Yeah.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
كعقابي فيها. نقول في التيران دو فرنسا كعقابي يشوف الجيم. كما في ماتش بوكو
All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball's sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. Rich, right now, this does not look like the same player we saw earlier on in the day.
I don't recognize him. He was hitting it all over the ballpark in the first few holes. I didn't think there was any chance that he'd be where he is right now. Credit to him. This took guts.
Yeah, his composure is so different right now.
Well, that's the beauty of this game. You stay with it. It's 18 holes. You keep fighting, and you can put a score on the card. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So close. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie.
يا خليها صافي إذا ما عاد تحمل لا وين بدي تضرب في الزرق.
Well, partner, here we go. Players have characterized it as terrifying, chaotic, amazing. The stadium atmosphere here at this hole, the 16th of par 3, is really spectacular, isn't it, Frank?
It is. Because of the atmosphere, the number of people, this is the closest a golfer gets to like kicking a field goal in a Super Bowl. It's just surrounded by people. It's not really the difficulty of the hole. Just over 160 yards and modest par, there's no water in trouble. But it's an atmosphere that golfers never normally are familiar with.
Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Yeah, everybody talks about maybe a hole-in-one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. But Rich, it needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byram, whose brother Kurt is a commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byram was just minding his own business, standing on the green, sort of leaning on his putter, and you know what happened.
Yeah, the ball hit Tom Byram's putter and then careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous, a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the past.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Birdie on the card.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side, but it also, it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th. Really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. This is a good-looking shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
As this one for par. Didn't think this was possible, but 15 under par already.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be.
بركة اليوم golf parce que sinon je reste comme ça toute la journée. Pon atención a lo que voy a contar. Ocurrió una fría noche con ella en el rincón. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Hein? يوتيوبر ايه خلاص خلاص تنجم حمق تفوفو